good day, good afternoon, good night. How you doing? This is MCM and you're listening to You're Probably Right. Today we are going to have a serious conversation. Well, maybe not a serious conversation, but there's going to be a serious talk happening here. Now, of course, I'm only doing the talking, but just stay tuned. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is MCM and you're listening to You're Probably Right. We got an interesting one for y'all today. Episode 165. Guess what it's called? 10 Reasons You're a Catch. Recognizing your worth in the dating world. Because we don't always seem to know what our worth is, you know what I mean? Anyhow, as I said, welcome to You're Probably Right, episode 165. 10 Reasons You're a Catch. Let's see. Well, today I'm going to discuss the often overlooked qualities that make you a true catch in the world of dating. It's easy to underestimate yourself or forget about the traits that make you an incredible partner. Today we're diving into 10 reasons why you might be more desirable than you realize. Reasons that others may not let you know or might not even understand themselves. These traits are grounded in empirical research from psychology and social science. Sociology. And they just might change the way you see yourself in the dating game and just in general. Remember, this is a podcast, not a Christian podcast, but it is a podcast by a Christian. And I do not profess to be a professor of anything except for a professing Christian. All right. So if something makes sense to you here, well, then it's purely coincidental. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. And yes, I am a Christian. Therefore, I tend to have a Christian way of looking at most things. Obviously, sometimes I put my own 2 cents in because I'm not staying to the scriptures, because that's not my purpose here, or my focus, or my ability, or my gift. I'm just talking. Okay, so just think about it, just me and you talking, and I'm doing all the talking and you're doing all the listening, and hopefully something that I say here might spark something in you. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. So, should I go back to front or front to back? I got 10. All right. Physical health and well-being. Taking care of your physical health reflects self-respect and can be attractive to potential partners. Maintaining good health signals vitality and longevity. I mean, everybody wants a partner forever. You know what I mean? And nothing lasts forever in this world. So, the longer the better. Right? Number 9. Stability and maturity. You want somebody that if you give them the responsibility to pay the insurance or pay the mortgage, that they're not going to stop off at the the nearest bingo hall and put everything on their ability to win bingo, or go to the blackjack tables and say, lucky number 7. You want the person who's going to pay the bills before they buy the shoes. You want the one who is willing to buy a house that they can afford, not one that they see and they like. Yep, what goes around comes around. Anyhow, so yeah, stability, maturity. I mean, everybody wants stability. I mean, at the end of the day, people say they say that people date their parents. They kind of look for their parent in the person that they pick. So not that they want to, woman wants a guy who looks like her dad or or even acts exactly like, but just bits and pieces of who he is will probably show up in the person that they date, in other words. So emotional and emotionally sorry emotional and financial stability are crucial for long-term relationships. Demonstrating maturity in handling life's challenges makes you a reliable partner. Now, see, it's not the fact that nothing bad happens. People look at it wrong. Life is a struggle. In life, you're going to have problems. The question is, how do you deal with the problems when they arise? Because they are coming. Okay. Number 8. Kindness and altruism. Acts of kindness and altruism make you a compassionate and attractive partner. So when you're willing to do things, go out of your way. I know that sometimes it can be a fine line between going out of your way and being very kind and helpful and loving. Sometimes can be misconstrued as spineless, weak, pushover, doormat. You know what I mean? But there is a balance. But at the same time, for those who can appreciate somebody who is extra kind, what a gift. Number 7, a sense of humor. A good sense of humor not only makes you socially attractive or enjoyable to be around, but also strengthens romantic connections, because everybody is playful at their most innocent. Everybody is playful. Everybody is loving and fun to be around and is okay with a good joke this way or that way. So when you have a really good sense of humor, what you know that someone else could laugh at and you could say it, or when people tell jokes, you laugh at the jokes and you see the humor in what they're trying to do or whatever it is, and just a joy to be around. I mean, life is difficult and comes with its ups and downs already, but to be with someone who's smug and upset all the time can't be easy. So, if you can crack a smile anywhere you go, when you can make someone laugh no matter what's going on in their life, very valuable. Supportive. Being supportive of a partner or a partner's goals or a partner's interests, strengthens the relationship. Because I mean, who doesn't want someone who says, "Yeah, man, I think you could really do that if you put your mind to it." Or maybe maybe they're not a basketball enthusiast, but they're willing to come with you and watch a game, or they're willing to shoot hoops with you, even though it's not their thing. But their interests, they share them either with you or they're just supportive of them. I'd rather someone who's supportive of them and not necessarily into them, because that shows a greater, more commitment. That supportiveness is real. Because if the person just shares the same desire to drink alcohol, let's say, even though that's not my thing and I don't do it, but if you share the same thing I do, and there's a reason why I went to alcohol, but you may not necessarily be doing it for me. You're just doing it because you like it too. So it's still your thing. So that's still about you. So don't be surprised or don't be alarmed when I tell you that just because you share the same types of things with someone doesn't make you a total match. It just means that you both like the same thing. And that means that you're equally enjoying it, or at the level that totally excites you, for yourself, not for anybody else. So it's still um, selfish. But when you find someone who doesn't like grass, but will come out and throw footballs around with you, or will help you to stripe the lawn, for those of you who know, or will help you edge the lawn, or stand outside with you with the grass and tell you when it's leveled, or whatever the case is. But the point is, someone who will do something or go out of their way to make your interest their interest, and the reason why it's their interest is because they're interested in you, goes way, 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 way farther. Hey Google, make the lights red. Cool beans. Number 5, because that was number 6. Yeah. Number 5, ambition and goal-oriented behavior. Having personal goals and ambitions make you more attractive, as it signals motivation and future planning. Now, here's the funny thing. Having personal goals is great, and ambition makes you, yes, more attractive, as it signals motivation and the fact that you love life and you want to go on and for future planning. But having a person who has personal goals and has the ambition to fight through no matter what anybody says is even more valuable, because sometimes people are, yes, attracted to that very thing, but at the same time they also do whatever they can to squash those dreams, to squash those ambitions. It's kind of weird. And you have the individuals who will come in your life, and maybe they'll tell you you're a good singer, or you're a good actor, or you're very good at doing hair. But then when it comes time for you to get appointments to do the hair, they tell you that you shouldn't do it and give you a whole bunch of reasons and totally kill you that in your practice. And or maybe you're a good singer, and they let you know that the songs that they want you to sing, and they care about how you sing, but only on their style of music, and never going off into the stuff that you actually like. Then it's like, it's not really that valuable. So I guess it's kind of weird, but what I'm saying is, it's just really important for you to still have your goals no matter what somebody does, because those who would try to squash those goals, those ambitions, won't like you when you've lost those goals and those ambitions, even though that's why they were originally attracted to you in the first place. Strange but true. I know, these are gems. I know. Okay, number 4. Respectful attitude. Showing respect towards others is highly valued. Respectful men are more likely to build equitable and satisfying relationships. So yeah, when you hold the door open for someone, when you say thank you, when you say excuse me, when you show other people that you don't even know to be important and valuable, so that those around you, or who would try to be around you or be in a relationship, can say, well, you know what, if I become this guy's wife, then that lets me know that if you can treat a perfect stranger with decency, respect, and value, then I can only imagine how you would speak to and treat someone who you love. So that's why it shows that it is amazing, and it's a great thing to have or be. A respectful attitude. Number 3, good communication skills. Effective communication is crucial for healthy relationships. Men who are good listeners and express themselves clearly build stronger emotional bonds. Now, sometimes you don't feel that way if you are one of those who who have that gift of communication, but people value you more because they can tell you stuff and know that it really sinks in, and it's possibility it might even resonate with you. And then when they're looking for your opinion, your support, or maybe even your criticism to an idea of something, they know that you're listening so you understand, and hopefully loving enough to be honest. So yes, for sure. And also a guy that can express his own feelings and doesn't just say I'm going for a walk now when he's upset, comes back, goes to bed, wakes up, and it's like nothing ever happened the next day. You need someone who will face whatever it is that you or they are going through when it's time, whether you're a person who comes back to things really quickly or take time, but someone who actually addresses the issue and is able to communicate that they understand what you're saying and also communicate what they're saying so that you can understand. This is a good communicator and has a person with good communication skills. Two, being someone others can count on builds trust and security in relationships. Dependability is a key factor in long term relationship satisfaction. So, reliability and dependability. So, someone who's going to show up on time to help to take you to work on time is very dependable to make promises that they keep, will show up when you need them, and you can be their rock, their fortress in the time of trouble. You can be that person that you're always going to be there. You're always reliable, and when you take on something, because you're always there and you always say you will, that you actually follow through every time, so you can just be counted on in general, even if you don't know what you're doing. And number one, emotional intelligence. Men with high emotional intelligence are adept at understanding and managing their own emotions while empathizing with others. This ability fosters deep connections and improves communication in relationships. But emotional intelligence, yeah, understanding yours or empathizing with others for sure shows emotional intelligence. But with that and with all of these things, really what you need is these things plus honesty. Um, because you could have emotional intelligence and not let on what you know, or just be dishonest in what you understand. Um, you could be reliable and dependable up to the point where you are going to get what you want. Then again, that's not really so. The honest part for each one of these: honesty and intelligence, honesty and reliability and dependability, honesty and good communication skills. I mean, you don't want somebody to tell you, well, they want to know, you ask them if it looks like you put on a few pounds, and the person just says, yeah, you put on a few pounds, I'll say so. um, or and how. You want somebody who's nice when what they say to you, right, and honest at the same time, but good to you. Respectful, ambitious, and goal oriented, supportiveness, sense of humor, kindness, and altruism, stability and maturity, and lastly, physical health and well being. Sometimes we overlook our best qualities because they aren't immediately praised or acknowledged by others. It doesn't say anything about your dreamy eyes or your square jawline or your beautiful long hair, you know? But just because someone doesn't tell you that you're a catch doesn't mean you aren't one. The qualities that make a person's true attractiveness often goes beyond what's on the surface. You know, there's a lot more depth than what's out in front. Reliability, humor, and kindness that you bring to a relationship. So, you know what? Take a moment to appreciate what you bring to the table because you're probably right about your worth. Until next time, remember to stay true to yourself. But more or less, I would say, even more than that, follow the Lord. Um, you can have whatever qualities as a natural person, but I guarantee you, you'll have even more redeemable, wonderful qualities while trying or doing your best or committing yourself to following the Lord, because the Bible is a spiritual book, and it, when you read it, if you are a believer, it's life changing. Anyhow, till next time, MCM out. Peace. Hey, come check out You Probably Right podcast. Society is getting more unpredictable every day, but at the same time, predictable in its unpredictability. Say that 4 times real fast. Come with me as I attempt to find clarity in all the fog while staying way outside the box and kicking the box way down the road with my size 12 docs. I use the Bible, experience, education, fortune, misfortune, life's lessons, life's mistakes to sort through all the mess. I talk about news, God, God, self-help, sports, sickness, health, music, parenting, love, humbleness, hurt, pain, joy, and all the things that might make you say, I never thought of it that way. Hopefully, anyway. Also, I take a stab at answering tough and not so tough questions, and all the while understand that, listen, sometimes you end up in the hot seat and there's no thermostat. Well, that's how it is here. And because there's no topic, very few topics off the table, Torontonians will understand that Doug Ford reference there. Hopefully the podcast will be helpful and uplifting. And hey, maybe you'll find your own private Idaho here somewhere. Hope to see you soon.